Today I'm going to be talking about how to tune your twin and set your linkages properly. The biggest problem about owning a twin is getting these two motors to run exactly in sync. And honestly, the start of your problem, especially if you got the Twinzilla kit that's got the two motors that converts the Savage into a twin. Just if you look over here, the standard linkage that's over here for your throttle and brake is this chappy, this guy. This actually causes issues, and this is a tip and an upgrade that you can do to any Savage. You don't need to have a twin, but just doing this, changing this to like a buggy style setup works tremendously. This you'll be able to fabricate at home. I used 1.4, oh no, this is 1.5 mil thick stainless steel bar with a Z bend at the end, and then yeah, this came off from a buggy. It's very easy to repurpose and get it going, but the reason for removing this, so this is like it's got a built-in servo saver, alright, but this metal spring that's in here, eventually it eats into the plastic, and then when you give gas and you let go, remote's still on, and eventually you see this will start getting stuck. Sorry, the focus is bad. It will start getting stuck a little bit, and then you harden the gas, you let go, and then your revs is high, but the moment you brake, it pulls that little bit of play back, and then you'll see your idle will drop. With this type of setup, your carbs will be opening and closing 100% as you on the gas and off the gas. But let me show you. So this is how your linkages need to be set up. Okay, so ideally this is how it looks. Okay, let me just turn this on. I don't know if you can see the two carbs in there. You'll see both of them are exactly opening up to the way they need to be, and they close immediately backward to like, it's a 0.7 mil or 0.7 mil gap, idle gap on both. But I'm going to talk about a few things here now, very important stuff. So the basics with twins. One, you need to start with your throttle linkage. Your throttle linkage needs to be set up perfectly, alright? You got to make sure the linkages to your carbs, everything is set up. It doesn't matter which twin that you own, there's always going to be a similar version set up with these dual rods, one going to the one furthest carb and one to the closest carb. Take your time. Patience is key when setting this up, because you need to dial this in that the carbs will open up exactly the same time, alright, and close exactly the same time, and it needs to be a movement where it's smooth, there's no resistance, you see, very easily done. Okay, the other thing is your idle gaps need to be identical, alright, that is the utmost must. So linkages set up properly, idle gaps set up properly. Okay, there's two factors down. Third factor, tuning of your carbs, your high speed needle, and I'm going to go around to the side over here. Okay, high speed needle, low speed needle, they got to be identical with both motors. As you tune, you got to tune each one exactly the same. When you are busy with your high speed needle, alright, or low speed needle, please don't do quarter adjustments and stuff. That's way too big. You're gonna skip your window of tuning like that. Do hourly adjustments. So imagine like a clock that goes from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, you're gonna move it in hour adjustments. So it's literally like a few millimeters at a time that you're adjusting. Very fine adjustments, alright, and you're gonna rev through, clear the fuel through the carb, and then see what's it doing from there. Also with twins, if you're going to buy second hand, it's very difficult to know the history of the motors and how the previous owner ran it. Ideally, what you would want to do, but it's going to be the most expensive route, is 2 brand new motors, so you know exactly where you started. All right, you have to break them in evenly. So when I say that, take your time with breaking in, because breaking in the nitro motor, the more effort and patience you put into it, the more love you're going to get out of the motor. I generally idle 5 to 7 tanks on a rich setting, keeping it at 115 degrees Celsius, and then after the 7th tank, 8th tank, then I'll do quarter RPM, 9th tank half RPM, and 10th tank full RPM cycles. But I like to take my time to literally idle, just to heat cycle the motor correctly. Yeah, well, whichever nitro motor I use, especially when it's brand new, breaking them in. So please take your time. You got to be patient when tuning this. So I'm going to cross over to a video where I was running my twin the other day, and there's 2 things to look on it that went horribly wrong. One, the steering servo saver totally came loose. So you'll notice this truck turns extremely wide. It was very difficult turning that I was even engaged in reverse just to do point turns. Yeah, and then the second thing that went wrong, motor number 2 was totally out of sync. I want you guys to listen for it, because what you're going to hear over there is what a motor out of sync sounds. And yeah, that was bad, because if your RPMs aren't matched, one motor is going to outdo the other motor, and it's going to give, how can I say, the delivery of power is going to be not predictable. You'll see I flipped this truck a lot in the video that I'm going to cross over to next, because the wheelie power, it was unpredictable, because one motor was revving up high and then the other one catches up, and then it's like a sudden explosive amount of torque, where as before, when both is in sync, you can easily control it, you can hear it and you can feel it. But yeah, I'm going to cross over to the video now so you guys can check that out. Okay, bring you the Twinzilla. Start it up. Hey guys, okay, so now that you saw that, how it was totally out of sync, I'm going to try and start this truck and show you how it sounds when everything is set and synced up properly. Well guys, as you can hear, that's how it sounds when two motors is in sync. You'll see when I killed it by the fuel line, it took more than 5 seconds for the motors to cut off because the low speed needles aren't adjusted properly yet. Both these motors are brand new, even though you'll see the heads has got road rash because I haven't protected it or put cable ties on. I just broke the motors in and I was really amazed on how much power this truck had on motors that was freshly broken in and how much torque there was. So it really caught me off guard that this is running on a very rich setting. But yeah, this motor must still be better than more. I've only done about 2 liters of fuel through it. It is definitely waking up. I do have spare heads which I'm going to cross over. I got a set of black ones which I'm going to put on to neaten it up. But yeah, now you guys could hear how it sounds when two motors are in sync. Cool. Hope you guys keep well and stay tuned. Got something cool coming up. A nice 7.5 cc Truckzilla that's got a massive 0.46 motor in it. But yeah, that's coming up soon.